Doctors across India are continuing their protests seeking justice for the victim of rape and murder in Kolkata. I'm Barkha Dutt, you're with the Mojo Story. Through this week, our focus has been on the horror that has unfolded in Kolkata, but that has now taken the shape of an inevitable political war. Mamata Banerjee, who led her own rally on the streets of Kolkata, is going head to head with not just the BJP, but also with the left parties. In fact, she's alleged that both political groups have come together to try and attack her for a rape that she has condemned, but she claims is being politicized. And she claims that the narratives are being compounded with what her MPs are calling fake news. But in the meantime, doctors have another bone to pick with the Mamata Banerjee government. In Bengal, doctors are alleging that several doctors, in fact, scores of doctors who joined the protests, are now being punished with transfers. This, they say, is tantamount to demanding their silence on an issue that they say they will not remain silent on. In the last few hours, we have seen a notification that has announced new appointments to publicly run medical institutions. Doctors from Kolkata to Delhi are making the point that this is punishment, this is penalty for doctors raising their voice against what happened. First, to begin with, the rape and the murder, and then, of course, the mob attack that took place on protesting doctors at the RG Kar College, which is also where the rape and murder of a young doctor took place. Through this week, we've actually focused on the doctors and the voices of women. But the politics seem to be overtaking this issue now. And it's become a full-blown political war. I want to introduce on the program today our two political guests as we look at the politics that are unfolding. Joining us from the Trinamool Congress, I want to welcome Nilanjan Das. Welcome to the program. And also joining us on the program is Rajarshi Lahiri, senior leader of the BJP from Bengal. Welcome, both of you. I want to start with you, Nilanjan. There's a lot of debate on social media, and I know you're very, very active on social media about these transfers. Right, and we have a doctor. In fact, we interviewed in Delhi. We'll play out his clip because, as you know, all the doctors' associations are coordinating all over India. They allege that this transfer or the set of transfers is punishment for doctors raising their voice against the rape and murder of a victim of a young female doctor at RG Kar College. How do you respond to the latest allegation against your party about trying to silence doctors?
Well, good evening, Barkha. We have to understand that what has happened in RG Core is extremely sensitive. It has shaken us to the core. And we know that there was demand for the transfer and, sacking of the principal and the other office bearers of the hospital. And I think what has happened in now that so many professors and doctors have been transferred, I think it's just a fallout of that. Many people will be sent to other places and new people will come in. So I think we should leave it at that. I think the government in its wisdom has transferred them, and I don't see.
But what is the reason? How do we understand the timing of these transfers? I mean, you can't argue that it's routine. It's routine coming in the midst of these
I didn't
protests.
call it routine. I didn't call it routine. I said that just like we saw there was clamor for the transfer, for the sacking of the principal, the MSVP. So it's absolutely fine that other professors and office bearers are also being transferred. So why read so much into this?
Okay, Mr. Lahiri will, I'm sure Rajarshi Lahiri will respond, but comparing the principal of RG Kar College to the protesters, I don't think is fair because the principal, A, the rape and murder happened on his watch. B, we now know very clearly from the family that the hospital, please note, I'm not saying the police, the hospital initially told the family that this was death by suicide. Three, there's a lot of debate around the renovation. One minute. There's a lot of debate around this alleged renovation that took place. Mr. Ghosh, Sandeep Ghosh, was accused of tampering evidence. This has come up in the Calcutta High Court also. And the Calcutta High Court said, why was this man transferred to another college? Why was he just not sacked? So all I'm saying, Nilanjan, is it fair to compare Sandeep Ghosh with the protesting doctors who've been transferred?
No, I'm not even comparing. I'm just saying that if it was okay for the government to take action on the principle, it is absolutely okay for the government to transfer. This is, you can call it taking an action or whatever, but they are being transferred to other colleges. I think it's absolutely fine. The government must do something. And regarding your the construction work, it was a demand of the students, the medical students. They demanded that women's restroom and washroom should be made, and it is not the crime scene that has been broken down. It is a separate visuals can be seen. It is a separate location within the same floor. So you cannot say that the crime scene, the place of occurrence, has been tampered with. It's not the case. It was a sleep study room that was left unused, and it was been renovated by the PWD Civil.
Okay,
And
so basically you're acknowledging that the transfer of these protesting doctors is linked to the fact that they're
no, I'm
protesting.
not saying. No, I'm saying that the government, in its wisdom, has taken some action. We should leave it at that.
Rajarshi, Lahiri, is the opposition willing to leave it at that? At a time when the Trinamool Congress has accused your party and the left parties, Ram and Bam, as Mamata Banerjee calls it, of coming together covertly behind the scenes to send a mob to vandalize Arjikar College. That is the Trinamool Congress allegation. And B, how do you respond to the Trinamool Congress's decision to transfer 42 doctors? The doctors say they're being punished. Nilanjan says it's the government's decision. The government has a right to take this decision. Leave it at that.
Well, Barkha, whether it's a Rambam conspiracy, anything that can come up as per Trinamool's verbatins, but Trinamool Congress ex-Rajya Sabha MP, who's also a doctor, Dr. Shantanu Sen, whatever he has said on camera about RG Kor, whatever used to happen at RG Kor, I think there should not be any doubt amongst anybody that this is a Rambam conspiracy, firstly. So Shantanu Sen, who has also been removed from his post, from his responsibilities because of making such statements. What senior Trinamool Congress leaders are also coming up and stating regarding this incident doesn't leave a single space for any conspiracy theory. Now, if conspiracy theory has to be talked about, 2010, I remember, I am trying to remember, and I hope the audience also remembers 2010, when Mamata Banerjee was the opposition leader. The murder of Shopon Kole, and in 2007, the videos of Mamata Banerjee are once again in the social media, where she is giving an interview to the news media, that the chief minister is responsible for the murder of the student because law and order is in the hands of the chief minister. So we all know who was the then chief minister was. So if chief minister was then responsible for murder of students, then today also the chief minister is responsible for the murder of the student. The logic shouldn't be different from what the logic was given by Mamata Banerjee herself in 2010. Now, yesterday, Mamata Banerjee had taken out a rally. Now, surprisingly, what we could understand is that the health minister Mamata Banerjee had taken out a march yesterday to against Home Minister Mamata Banerjee. Why? Because Home Minister Mamata Banerjee's police is incapable. Now the march was taken out by the health minister to pressurize Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee so that both
Okay,
may
but
resign
okay,
at the end of the day.
how
So this
how
is
how,
the
how
crux
how do
of
you
this story.
how okay, how do you respond to the transfers? You didn't comment on the transfers of the 42 doctors, which Nilanjan argues is the
The
right of the
transfers
government.
are
He doesn't really
absolutely
explain.
clear that lot of the government definitely has some right of transfer. There shouldn't be an iota of doubt. But looking at this incident and the way the doctors are responding across the nation, and as well as things are coming out that what happens in Arjikor, and the doctors are stating facts, this is absolutely just to shut their mouth and give them a punishment posting. This is what has been happening ever since Mamata Banerjee's government has been in power, give a transfer posting to these doctors, whomever you don't like. Somebody who stays in Malda has been posted at Sundarbans. Somebody who's posted who stays who's a resident doctor of Coach Bihar is being sent to Kathi. This is what happens, whereas Mamata Banerjee herself keeps on saying that do not transfer, send doctors so far, at least, transfer doctors near about their homes, at least the lady doctors also. This is
Okay,
what Trinamool
okay,
Congress have
okay,
been saying, but they're not
okay.
acting or they're not walking their talks.
Okay, before Nilanjan responds, this issue of the transfer of doctors has only added grist to the mill of protesting doctors nationwide and even here in the national capital. Nilanjan, I'll play out a small clip for you of what doctors here at the All India Medical Institute, the premier medical institute of India, are saying about these transfers. Take a look.
कल 40 से ज़्यादा डॉक्टर्स का ट्रांसफ़र किया गया है। हमने स्टूडेंट से बात की आजीकर हॉस्पिटल में, हमने सुबह शो किया। स्टूडेंट्स का ये मानना था कि सर हमें लगता है कि ये जानबूझ के किया गया ट्रांसफ़र है ताकि प्रोटेस्ट को डाइल्यूट किया जाए। आपका क्या टेक है इस पे?
देखिए, पहली बात तो यह है कि वी स्ट्रांगली कंडेम एनी काइंड ऑफ अटैक एंड एनी काइंड ऑफ पर्सनल विंडिक्टिव mechanisms on students, doctors, and the medical fraternity who are coming in support of this. A huge number of faculty has been transferred to peripheral colleges from Kolkata's colleges. And we have been informed by our friends and colleagues in West Bengal that this is a move by the government to thwart the protests which is happening at the faculty level. We strongly condemn any such kind of measures, and we would want that the state government takes back this order.
Nilanjan, will the state government take back this order? Because listening to you, I feel that you don't call them routine, but you haven't told me the reason for why these doctors have been transferred in the middle of doctors protesting over a rape and murder. Is this the time? Let's say you have good reasons. I don't know those reasons. Is this the
Even
time?
I don't know. I'm not a part of the government. So what I said, the government in its wisdom has taken some action, just like the construction work. It was done by the hospital authorities at the oral instruction of the people from the higher authorities of the government who came in. So it's like that. So whenever we have a situation like this, an extremely sensitive situation, some urgent, immediate steps are taken by the government. For example, the government was doing a very fast investigation. The culprit, the principal culprit, has been arrested by looking at the CCTV footages within 24 hours. Now it's 92 hours past. The CBI has taken over the case, and we don't see any kind of action. So I think the government has, in its wisdom, taken some action about the doctors. And if the doctors have some problem with that, they can address it in the proper channel and it can be taken up. But when the principal was transferred to another college, I agree that his resignation should have been accepted. But when the principal was transferred to another college, a brouhaha was made about that. But now, when the other medical officials of the college are being transferred to peripheral colleges, to other hospitals in West Bengal, why do this song and dance?
Can I just respond? This is my personal opinion looking closely at this case. I believe the principal should have been sacked because I believe that he committed a series of sins of omission and commission. And when he was transferred, right, if you remember, just let me complete my question. If you remember, when he was transferred to the Calcutta National Medical College, the students there protested. They said, go back, go back. And two leaders of the Trinamool Congress, an MLA and a state minister, were there to try and persuade the students to accept Sandeep Ghosh. Now, you can't possibly compare Sandeep Ghosh, the principal who has been victim blaming, the principal who he's been victim blaming, the college told the family, not the police. Okay, you wanted to say something. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Do you have any proof that he has committed this victim blaming? He has completely denied it while resigning. So we cannot be making this statement because he has refuted it.
Okay, I can only go by what young protesting doctors say and what the family and relatives have been saying. Obviously, I don't have
family hasn't said anything like that.
The family has said that the college told them it was suicide.
Not the principal.
But But the principal did not file an FIR of rape and murder immediately, and the court has asked why. The court has asked why. The court has also
The
asked why
police
a
was
government
already there.
lawyer. Once again, Nilanjan, the court has also asked why a government lawyer was sent in to defend this man. Is he so powerful? Why didn't he file an FIR? You know what the court has said. You don't need me to tell you that. So the principal is not some, bathed in milk, innocent man that we are acting like, he has no fault here. Are you saying the principal was blameless?
Anything of that. I'm saying the principal should have been called and the due process of investigation should have followed. But regarding what you said, that he has done victim blaming and all that, he has completely rubbished it. So it is sub judice. What I'm saying.
Okay.
And
Okay.
and the second point regarding the FIR. You see, in West Bengal, every medical college has a police outpost. The police was already there. So the question of going and lodging an FIR at that point didn't occur to him, or maybe it was not required as per procedure. Now, Mr. JP Nadda has brought out such a notification that within 6 hours the FIR has to be made, which I welcome that decision. But what I'm saying is the police was already there. Within the hospital, there was a police outpost. The police already took charge of the incident.
Rajarshi Lahiri, how do you respond? We're talking, of course, about Sandeep Ghosh, who has now been questioned by the CBI. I will add another question. Nilanjan said the case is now with the CBI. It's now for the CBI to answer. In many ways, all the questions we have asked of the state government, they will now be asked of the CBI, right? We have had multiple questions of the state government. Was it a gang rape? Was there one man? Are there other perpetrators? Was the family told it was suicide? What was the nature of the injuries? We have so far correctly directed these questions to the state government. Now the Trinamool Congress says it is the CBI. The CBI reports to the center. Now this becomes a challenge for the BJP. How do you respond?
Number one, Nilanjan says that every medical college has a police outpost. What an irony, ma'am. That even after having a police outpost in every medical college, anybody can just walk up inside the college at 2 o'clock in the morning or late night and rape, murder somebody, a resident doctor there. Number two, Tausif and Shomik, these two people have been arrested who are on the event of the ruckus that have been carried on 14th night. Both of them are Trinamool Congress workers. Now, the news is already out that a meeting had happened on the 14th, I'm sorry, not on the 14th, on the murder night by Sandeep Ghosh in front of the dead body of the girl. Now, there's a strange narrative that is being created. The principal accused has been arrested. Now, my question is that how come Mamata Banerjee and the entire Trinamool Congress is so sure that this person who has been arrested is the principal accused? Now, the parent of the girl, they have also stated that Mamata Banerjee have told them that the principal accused has been arrested. Now, how does Mamata Banerjee knows that this lady, the person arrested is the principal accused, just like the other incidents at Boktui and all, wherein Keshto Mondal says that a kiwi blast had happened for which the entire the house got burnt and 12 people were burnt to death. नाउ दिस इज दिस टिपिकल, ये जो भविष्यवाणी करने की आदत है तृणमूल कांग्रेस की, तो ये लोग पहले तोतापाती लेके बैठ जाए सड़कों पे, तो सबसे ज्यादा इनका दूसरा आय भी जगह मिल जाएगी. अब हम ये इसमें आते हैं, this particular thing that they are saying that it is in the hands of CBI. Definitely. Now, Mamata Banerjee very strangely says that we have nothing to hide in this case, so we want CBI. This was a statement of Mamata Banerjee in front of the media. So that means in all other cases wherein Mamata Banerjee vehemently opposed CBI, that means she had something to hide. Be it coal, be it the SSC, TET and everything, wherever she went against to Supreme Court that CBI should not be asked to have any investigation on these cases.
Okay.
So this is the dual personality of our Honorable Chief Minister.
Okay, we have just 2 minutes left. I'm going to give both of you concluding statements. Nilanjan, please do respond that the two arrests made when it comes to the vandalism on the Arjikar College are linked to your party.
No, it is also under investigation. 30 people have been arrested, and they are talking about 2 people. They could be from our party. How does it matter? They are vandals. The law will take its own course. They must be punished. They must be given.
No, it matters. It matters because you have blamed the left. You have blamed the left and the
No,
BJP for
it's not
organizing
about
the
blaming.
vandals.
Can't you see? Can you show the footages again? I can see there are
Yes.
flags of DYFI and the national flag. Can you see these white flags with a star, red star? These are DYFI flags, and you can see the national flag. It is complete violation of the flag code. And the Mamata Banerjee, I don't know. She is the Home Minister of the state. She might have some intelligence. She has said that these could be BJP goons. So this is her statement. And there can be 2 people from the TMC. I don't know about that. Even if it is, the police must take its action. And he asked why, let me answer to his question, how Mamata Banerjee is sure that he is the principal suspect. Actually, it is from the CCTV footage, and there was a headphone cord that was found in the seminar hall, which belongs to this person, this Sanjay Rai. He is a civic volunteer who worked as a tout in that hospital. So, so that's why the suspect is the suspect.
Okay, I have to close. 30 seconds to you, Rajarshi. Rajarshi, go ahead.
Number one, this Sanjay Rai is also a civic volunteer. Who appoints a civic volunteer? Without TMC local leaders' approval, nobody can get into a civic leader. Number one. Number two is that you want a concluding statement? The entire India, the entire Bengal has only one statement. दफा एक दाबी एक मुख्यमंत्री पदत्याग एक दफा एक दावा वो है मुख्यमंत्री जी का पदत्याग और अब whatever तृणमूल कांग्रेस thinks the entire Bengal to be if ये 1000 रुपए दे दिया है आंख बंद कर लो हम कुछ नहीं देख पा रहे हैं सब दे दिया गया है 1000 रुपए में बिक गया है बंगाल हर बंगाली अपने आप को बेच देगा यही ममता बनर्जी जी की आशा है बट आई एम वेरी सॉरी टू से 1000 रुपए में बिकने वाले हम बंगाली नहीं हैं हमने देश के लिए जान दिया है हमने देश के स्वतंत्रता के लिए लड़ा है तो ये फालतू की बातें हम लोग नहीं सुनेंगे ममता बनर्जी has to resign enough of this Bengal has seen
Nilanjan, I was going to end, but I'll give you 30 seconds. And my added question is, have you done, when I say you, has the party or the government done anything wrong that you're willing to concede in this week?
I don't know. But I just want to respond that he's talking about the Lakshmi Bhandar. The BJP is copying our schemes in their states and winning elections. And I didn't want to do this what about you, but since he politicized this issue, let me also talk about the horrific rapes that took place last week in Mumbai, in UP, in Uttarakhand, in Odisha. And we know what happened in Manipur last year. So we sought the resignation of the Honorable Prime Minister. We sought the resignation of the Honorable Chief Minister of Manipur. Where were Rajarshi then? What was he doing?
Okay. This debate between the two of you is endless. I will have to say thank you to both of you with just one thing to say to both of you. Yes, a woman is raped in this country every 16 minutes. Yes, every hour there are 51 crimes against women. What we as women hope is that some issues will transcend party politics. And that is our appeal to both of you right now. Rise above political differences and find the men, find those who enabled the rape and murder of a young woman at the Arjikar College. Thank you, Rajarshi Lahiri. Thank you, Nilanjan Das. And do come down like a ton of bricks on anyone, including, I hope, within the state government, within the system, who protected these men. Thank you for watching. Take care to our audience. And thank you, Nilanjan Da and Rajarshi Da, for joining us. It's great to see you here. Thank you for watching our work. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the bell icon and subscribe to Mojo Story and support independent, robust journalism.